right. Hello to all my retorts out there. It's your boy, Old Uncle Matty, accompanied by the one and only Bern Podcast. This is the Working Perspectives Podcast presents The Retorted Show. On this show, we're bringing you some fun stuff. We got some crazy fun, interesting facts, as always. Then we're going to do a little check-in with me and your boy, Bern Podcast. Then we're going to hit you with a rank 'em 5 without knowing what comes next. And as always, we're going to sprinkle in some of the comments that are left on our YouTube and social media channels, and we're responding to those comments in kind. Going to be a lot of fun. Super excited for this. Bern, how are you, sir?
Doing great, baby. Weather's about to break a little bit tomorrow. I might get into the 30s or almost 40s. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the rest of this week.
Love hearing it, love seeing it, love doing it, love shaking it, baby. Very nice stuff. So let's keep it moving. I want to get right into it with a little comment. You want to commence to commenting?
We shall commence the commence.
All right, Bern. Well, she's back and better than ever. We got someone talking about everybody's favorite, the one and only Arabella Del Busso makes a return. Are you ready? Are you happening? Are you having fun? Are we doing it? What's up, Daddy?
She's never gone for long. She's never gone for long.
She's always here. She's always there. She's everywhere. Love her so much. So Arabella Del Busso, this clip is literally probably from 3 years ago or 2 years ago. She came on the show promoting one of her fights that she had. She fought on the Misfits undercard. She is a Australian reality TV star. I believe this is how we hooked Miss Metal to be on the show. I think this dumped us in that algorithm. But either way, super excited that we were able to do that. But either way, Arabella Del Busso on the show, and she has a clip out there, shares a story of growing up and how some things got a little difficult for us. So we got a comment on that. Again, been a lot of comments on this clip. But this guy's pretty great. His name is Michael Craig. His handle is at Michael Craig-HR4UT. So, fun stuff. He's a silly goose. He's got a goose egg up there, a couple of goose eggs.
Love us a silly goose. Welcome.
Yep. So his comment is us. He says, bro, anyone who is this delusional and narcissist is more fun than watching normal TV shows. Then he left some more. He left a crying face emoji as a comment, and then I responded by saying thank you for listening, and he responded by saying, well, thank you for posting. If you got any more of this maniac, I'll watch them all. And then I responded by saying, well, we've had her on the show twice, and she always brings the juice, so here you go. So there you go. That's Michael Craig with a comment. Bern, your thoughts?
Not only was it a great interview, but gave us one of the greatest gifts we have on this retorted show, and that is the love and affection of our top Sheila, Miss Metal. I got no beef with Arabella, and I get where you're coming from, but she in person really was a delight. So
yeah, truly,
that's all I can say.
She was. I couldn't agree more. I've dealt with her several times. One, the fact that she's as far as visibility wise, she's kind of way above us. But really she was more than happy to jump on. She's jumped on a bunch of times, promote everything we sent her, which not everyone does. So we had a really good experience with her, but people just love shitting on her. But she was nothing but professional with us and really cool. So, but I'm glad that people are still enjoying her content all these years later. And I am, like you, just tickled pink that she brought us the toppiest Sheila that ever's topped the top Sheila herself, the one only top Sheila, Miss Metal Sue Matthews.
Can't beat it. Can't beat it.
Can't beat it, won't beat it. So let's keep it moving down the road. That was the first comment sector of the night. Bern, we're going to keep it moving. Are you ready for some crazy, fun, conspiracy kind of gimmicky stuff?
Buddy, gimmicky, conspiracy, fun facts, brain teasers, mind blowers, sham wowers, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
You never disappoint here.
You just love a good old hot meat in your mouth, right?
I just love having that brain tickled, from the inside. you always hit me there. So yeah, let's do it.
So, baby. All right. Well, here we go. Bern, can I ask, are you a tech enthusiast?
I am fairly tech ignorant, but I do enjoy most aspects of modern technology. So I'm an enthusiast of like, can I do something cool with it? But I don't really understand how much of it works.
Yeah.
So, I mean, wherever I fall into that category, I'm enthusiastic about it, but not enough to actually learn anything about it.
Oh, well, I got something great for you. So, if you're like me, a tech enthusiast, and if you're tired of your phone dying on you just when you need it the most, well, get ready to kiss those battery woes goodbye. We're
What was
introducing
that?
the new revolutionary nuclear diamond battery. That's right, baby. This is a game changer that can power your device for decades. This incredible technology utilizes radioactive waste from nuclear power plants, turning it into a long-lasting, eco-friendly energy source. The battery's core is made of tiny diamonds that convert radioactive emissions into electricity, and the best part, it's completely safe. Imagine a world with no more charging cables, no more battery anxiety. With the nuclear diamond battery, you can enjoy unmatched lifespan, power your devices for years, even decades on a single charge. Eco-friendly, reduces nuclear waste and provides clean energy. Versatile applications from smartphones to laptops to pacemakers and even spacecraft. The nuclear diamond battery is still in its early stages of development, but it holds immense promise for a future where energy is abundant and sustainable. So buckle up and get ready to embrace the power of diamonds.
Doesn't sound cheap. You know what I mean? Like,
You
doesn't
thought blood
sound
diamonds were at a premium before, babe. Just you
right.
wait.
Let's juice them. Let's juice them up with some radiation. If we could essentially take energy and like commodify it like that, and just be like, no, no, we have it now. Guys, can you imagine if like energy was no longer something that people paid for on this planet, where we could put
Right.
our money and resources and like
Oh man, I
time
would
and
love to
mental
just bend
energy?
Pico over, baby. And then wait till they refine it into some type of drug. Oh, baby. Now we're
Dude,
talking fun,
people be
you
getting
know?
super cranked on that. I don't
Oh
know.
God. Don't tell me you wouldn't love to take a little snooter of a little, nuclear powered diamond battery. Am I right or am I right?
Listen, man, you catch me in my mid 20s on a Friday night. I'm not saying no.
No.
I'm not saying
No.
no.
What about in your mid 40s?
Mid 20s, not saying no. Mid 30s, very responsible. Mid 40s, let's let's go, bro.
Fucking
Let's go.
go,
We're back.
daddy.
We're back in the saddle.
Love it. All right, let's keep it moving, keep it on moving down the road. Burn, time for the second gimmick. Are you ready?
Bring it on, baby.
Imagine a king, two-thirds god, one-third fucking man. He's ruling over the magnificent city of Uruk. That is Gilgamesh, a king of immense strength, beauty, and arrogance. His people groaned under his tyrannical rule. They cried out to the gods, and the goddess Aurora heard their pleas. She created Enkidu. Enkidu, he was raised by animals, knew nothing of civilization, but a fateful encounter with a temple prostitute awakened his human side. He
Wow.
journeyed to Uruk to challenge Gilgamesh. Their clash shook the very foundation of the city. But instead of destroying each other, they discovered a bond of brotherhood. Together, they embarked on epic adventures, slaying monsters, beasts, and seeking immortality. Gilgamesh, changed by Enkidu's love and his own experiences, learned the value of compassion and humility. Though he never obtained immortality, his legend lives on, a testament to the enduring power of friendship and the human spirit. So the next time you feel invincible, remember Gilgamesh, the king who learned that true strength lies not in power, but in love and wisdom. After Gilgamesh died, they buried Gilgamesh under the Euphrates River. That river is currently drying up. In 2003, an archaeologist named Jorg Fassbinder was in Mesopotamia, and he said that while there, he found the tomb of Gilgamesh. That's right. He started to dig it up. He was digging up the tomb of Gilgamesh. 1 month later, the U.S. invades Iraq. This stops all archaeological digs in Iraq. The U.S. military then went to Gilgamesh's grave and set up an encampment, shutting down the dig. Then we found out from locals encamped around the U.S. military site that the U.S. started digging it up, and they now have Gilgamesh, supposedly. There you go, Gilgamesh. Shout out, fan show, listener to the show.
I don't know, but I want to know more about this wild man, this guy who was raised by animals, but then found a hooker and was like, you know what?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to go challenge the king. Like, think about how, I mean, she must have done some work that day, Daddy. Like, real work. Like, he
yeah.
awakened as a human and was like, not only was this awesome, but I feel so good. I'm going to go kill the two-thirds god king, who
I
ended up
mean, think about
becoming
this too,
his
Bern,
best
right?
friend.
Like, if that's not like a metaphor for the old world of like, this guy was raised by animals, but all he needed was the love of a good woman. And he settled right down and he started banging a dude named Gilgamesh.
I mean, definitely a hose before bros situation, but like, because he had to get hose before he could get bros.
Right, right.
And I want to know where's he buried? I want to know more about that guy.
I'm sure he was buried right next to old Gilgy.
So he's
Old Gilgy Mesh.
also in Skokie, Illinois, somewhere in a
Yeah.
basement.
Yep. So okay, Bern. So those are my two kind of cool, kind of fun facts. Sound good?
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
So all right, well, you ready to keep it moving?
Yeah, man, keep it rolling.
All right. Well, the next comment we got, it's on the shot caller have unreal influence clip. This was a clip from the Chad Marks and Ian Bick. Chad Marks sent me this clip to help him promote it a number of years ago when he was on Ian Bick's show. This was after he was on our show. So
Yeah.
the way it was is that Chad Marks was on the Johnny Mitchell show. Johnny Mitchell, he's like a comedian that had done like a bunch of time and he talks about his time in prison. He actually on the Connect with Johnny Mitchell. It's actually a really good show. I listen to it a lot. Big fan. Chad was on that show. I then reached out to Chad to have him be on our show. He graciously came on and was like really cool with us. Like he only his public he only had an hour, but then like he ended up staying on for almost 2 hours and like giving us a lot of extra time, a lot of insight. He had written a book, Blood on the Razor Wire. Either way, I'm promoting
Yep.
Chad Marks episode available now on podcast life on YouTube. A lot of fun, super cool. Either way, we had a guy comment on the shorts clip he gave me. The short clip was about how shot callers have a ton of unreal influence inside prisons. This guy who left a comment, he's tagged under Paperboy856. Paperboy856. 2 subscribers, no videos. He left a comment saying, he's a lame. And that's it.
He's a lame.
Yep, he's a lame. I responded by saying, do you know him? Question mark. And no response. So there you go.
He's a lame.
He's a lame. He's a lame. Maybe he
Yeah.
meant he's a llama. You think?
He missed the A. He put the A
Yeah.
in front instead of the double A at the end. I
Yeah.
think he meant to
And
say
then,
he's a
yeah.
llama.
He meant llama. He meant to put 2 L's and another A instead of the E at the end. So yeah, he's a llama.
He's a llama.
Because the llama is
makes
like the goat, right? It's like the goat's cousin, the llama.
that makes way more sense.
So
I'm
much more
really
sense.
happy we
So
got to
much
the
more
bottom of
sense.
that. Way
Yeah,
more sense.
so much more sense. So okay, well that was the comment for comment sector 2. Bern, are you ready to keep it moving? Keep it moving down the road.
I am. How about you first tonight, Maddie? How about you lead us off?
You want me to, Bern? You mean it?
After
mean it,
you,
Pickle
buddy.
Dick?
After you.
You and your big beautiful dick. Always doing this to me with your big beautiful dick. Huh?
Jerking that gherkin. Let's go. Right. Let's hear, Maddie.
All right, Bern. Well, the clock has started. Bern, I don't know if you know this or are privy to this, but there was a couple football games this weekend.
Yeah, Kansas City, Buffalo. Again, another epic matchup. Seems to end the same way every time.
So I want to tell you this, Bern. I'm a very superstitious person when it comes to the foosball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
Which I think if you're a real fan, you should be, right?
Absolutely.
Like for instance, let's say just for instance, you're over at buddy's house watching the game, right? If your team gets dirt stomped while you're there, guess what? Last time you're watching the fucking game there, aren't you?
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
Gonna be a while. Gonna be a while. All right. Gonna be a while. Right. Or say you're at said person's house, tight game, and you step out of the room to, jerk your chain or whatever you got to do. And then while you're gone, pick 6 to the house. Now we're up by 7, right? Guess
Can't
what?
come back.
You're
Can't
not
come
coming
back.
back, babe.
No, you can't
You
come
live
back.
in the other place now. That's your home.
Yeah, that's gone.
That's your home. Wherever you were, that's where you live now.
You're
Right?
outside.
And that's just you be a good fan, right?
Oh, yeah. No one needs to tell you that. You know. You know what you did.
You should know. You should. You should, Bern. If you were a real adult. But either way, so this is what happened with your boy. I want to tell you this, is that I've been bad luck for the Birds back and forth. I had season tickets there for a while, and I had some tough times. Obviously, I was there when we won the Super Bowl in 2017. Great year, great time, great fun. But there's times where you got to sacrifice, and I've sacrificed for my Philadelphia Eagles more than I can count. So this weekend, right, I had my kids, and when you can't watch, when you got a baby, you're kind of like trying to do stuff, but you're trying not to. Also, every time I've watched the game with the kid, it's not good, right?
With the new one, the new kid.
Like, if I'm somewhere without the kid, right, without the new guy, things are fine, right?
Okay.
We're like I said last week, we were over the neighbor's house. I was with my daughter. Things
right
were
next
fine.
door.
Things were cooking, right?
Okay.
But when I have my kid, my new kid, and we're watching the game, things go bad. So I was like, I'm not doing this to us. So what did I do? I was like, I'll wait. I'll just wait. Didn't want to say anything. What happens? My in-laws are coming over. Everyone's trying to tell me the score of the game. I'm like, guys, do you want to fucking win? Or are you going to let me sacrifice for the team here?
Wow.
Well, guess what, Bern? I sacrificed for the team, and turns out the Eagles are going back to the Super Bowl. Nick Ariani's second trip in 4 years. Great coach, great time, great fun. That's my time. Thanks. See ya. That's my time. So, all right, Bern. Beautiful dick having son of a bitch. So why don't you get that beautiful dick and get ready for your 3 minutes? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, time to start. Go.
So here's something stupid I did. Having a little meeting with my wife, soon to be ex-wife, and my son's teachers and stuff, right? We had a little like parent teacher conference when it was time for that. And then like a couple weeks ago, he told some girl in his class to fuck off, and he's been a little distracted recently, and
parents are going through something. He's going whatever. He's struggling. Right. Yeah, got it.
Had to sit at his own desk to do his individual work because he was being distracting. So we were like, let's get to the bottom of this. Let's call it a little parent-teacher conference.
Little PC.
We get the principal's there, the school psychiatrist's there, all the people are there. They get everybody there. It's a great school, and like the staff is like really super involved. So I'm pretty thankful for it. Like they actually all seem to give a shit. So, my soon-to-be ex-wife, she texts me the correct date of this meeting, but she tells me the wrong day, and I didn't double check. So yesterday I woke up at 5 a.m. to drive 2.5 hours to York to go to the 8 a.m. meeting I had at my son's school, only to find out that it was actually today. And walked in there, I was like, here for the meeting. They're like, that's tomorrow. And I was like, of course it is. And I'll just let myself out. I'll get right back in my car and drive straight home. And so that was a nice little
like starting off your day with a 5-hour drive.
Just a 5-hour detour. You know what I mean? Woke up at 5, got back to my house at 10:30 and was like, I have accomplished nothing. But my soon-to-be ex-wife was also confused by it. She also thought it was there was just miscommunication everywhere, and we're not communicating great right now. And so we ended up doing.
Do you think any part of her did that intentionally?
No, because she also had scheduled yesterday, like to be at the meeting, and then like couldn't do it today. So we ended up doing it over Zoom today, and everything went fine. He's good to go, and we have some stuff figured out. But yeah, nothing like gearing up to get up at 4:45 on a Monday morning to drive 2.5 hours to fucking York, Pennsylvania. So that was a bit of a stupid find for me. Did not double check the date, just listen to the day. Yeah, gotta go. We can only go up from here.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, fun stuff. Glad to hear. All right. Well, that was the check-ins. So glad to hear Bern's life is still great, doing great, nothing but
Still killing
fun,
it. Yep.
killing it, loving it, having a great time. Wouldn't change it for the world, but let's keep it moving,
No.
Bern. Keep it on moving down thy road. Are you ready?
Should we commence?
Yep. My next comment comes off a clip, the Stallone versus Schwarzenegger, Who Owned the Decades clip.
Ooh.
It is from Arc Founder 7056. Arc Founder. Arc Founder
Arc founder.
7056. He has 232 subscribers and 1,000 videos.
That is not a silly goose right there.
No, God, no. I mean, he's not in the same ballpark as us, like, yeah. So our channel, we have 4,639 subscribers and we have 2,400 videos. So, yeah. I mean, but it
Oof.
happens, right? We're trying to do our thing. We're trying to, trying to chop that wood, daddy. Trying to chop that wizard,
Only one
daddy.
way to the top, baby. Only one way to the top.
Okay, Bern. So this comment from Arc Founder was on the Stallone versus Schwarzenegger Who Owned the Decades clip. He put, and I quote, "They didn't mention Conan."
Correct. We didn't mention Conan.
Perfect.
The reason we didn't mention Conan is because we couldn't find a movie where Sylvester Stallone's voice had and dialogue had to be dubbed over uh, into English. So we didn't think it was fair, right? Conan's awesome.
He's
Conan
awesome.
is awesome. And Schwarzenegger is an absolute specimen in that. But it was the dialogue, it was the language translation, it was the dub over that we figured like this doesn't really compare to anything
No.
Stallone's ever done. Now, some people would argue that in certain movies, Stallone could use someone to dub over his dialogue so we could
Yeah.
understand what he's saying. But as of yet, that's never happened. So, yes, we had to omit Conan, but we both recognize the sheer badassery of that film. Is that fair, Matt?
But ass. But ass.
Badassery. Yeah.
But ass.
Complete
So, okay.
badassery.
But either way, that's the comment for this sector, Bern. We're going to keep it moving. Are you ready?
We going to the blind ranks?
We are going to the blind rankings of your
Oh,
blind rankers with my blind ranking dick. My blind ranking dick. Bern, are you ready? We're going to do a blind ranking. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you 5 things. I'm not going to tell you the order in which they're going to go. You will rank them between 1 and 5. Once you order them, you are not allowed to reorder them. And then we'll see what your final ranking is at the end. Are you excited? Are you ready? This was a lot of fun last week. You excited to do it again?
I'm excited. I was really stoked about the way my list played out last week.
Yeah,
I was
not a
really
bad,
excited
not
about
a
the
bad way to
way it
go.
played out, but I did look back on it and realize that I had made one or two potentially critical errors depending on what that last movie was. So I'm going to try to hone my strategy a little bit.
All right, Brent, tonight you'll be ranking Netflix series.
Oh, wow. And we're still doing 5.
Doing 5, Daddy.
This is very broad. Okay.
Burn. Okay, we're gonna start with one right here. This one's a good one. It's entertaining. It's fun. It's got some good action. Got some good story. Based off of a video game. Of course, I'm talking about The Witcher. Where are you gonna put The Witcher?
Hmm.
Fresh goes better, Mentos freshness.
The Witcher, I didn't play the game.
Really, honestly, really good show. Henry
Yeah,
Cavill kills it,
yeah,
So
really good show. 5.
you're putting that at 5. The
I'm putting
Witcher is at
at
5.
The Witcher's at 5.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm trying something new this week.
Sure, 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 sure,
We'll
sure,
see how
sure.
it pans out.
We'll
Um,
see. We'll see. All right, you ready? Next show. We're doing Ozark.
Ooh,
Bet you
Ozark
didn't
was
see that one coming. Fresh goes better, Mentos freshness.
Ozark really good.
It's a boy bait man. He
Bateman
went from a
crushing
bait boy to a bait man in that
to
show.
yeah,
Daddy.
Laura Linney just getting that in the first season.
Dude, Laura Linney was smacking dicks with every daddy she met. And
I am
also,
gonna
who's the poor girl? What's her name? Pam or Beth or something?
uh Beth or
Yeah.
Beck or Ruth. No, Ruth. Ruth. Her name's Ruth.
Ruth. Good old
Ruth.
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 Hey, it's me, Ruth.
Yeah, just Ozark trash. Just river trash. Ozark 3.
Very good. That was number. You're putting Ozarks at 3. We're gonna keep it moving. Next one. Are you ready?
I hope so.
Tiger King.
Ooh, Tiger King hit us during the pandemic. Was
It
just
was
that
a
kind of
pandy hitter, Daddy. A
oh,
pandy hitter.
just a top roper. We needed it. We needed a way to escape. We got all those great Carol Baskin songs.
Mm.
Um, One of the truly like silliest documentaries I've ever seen, and like that's saying a lot because documentaries can be really, really silly. Um, and then you throw the doc in here in front of some other fiction stuff. I thought once we started we were going all fiction, but then
I
you
said
what's
show series
I
shows,
know, no,
but I
no,
don't
no, you were
know.
right. I falsely assumed. What's the guy's name? Joe. Who's the
Tiger
guy?
Joe.
Yeah, Joe. 4. I gotta go. It's not better than Ozark. I gotta go 4.
All right. Very good. Very good. Okay. So you got 2 spots left.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Bern. Here we go. Are you ready?
Uh, I feel like you may have adjusted your strategy this week as well, which is what has
No,
me.
no, 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 would never. I would never.
All
No. I
right,
would never. I would
all right.
never. Okay. We're gonna go with House of Cards. Benoit Pahoud, House of Cards. Just
Oh,
just a reminder, you have Ozarks at 3, Tiger King at 4, and The Witcher at 5. Where are you gonna
yeah.
put House of Cards?
I'll tell you what I'm thinking here. What
Yeah,
I'm thinking
think it.
here is that because there's another big one, but
Is there?
there's another big one, and I can hold my breath and hope to luck out the way I did last week. But I'm not going to do that. House of Cards is number 1
Wow.
because I could live if you drop the other big one. I could live with it at number 2.
All right. Well, Bern, are you ready for the last one?
I am.
And the last one, do you want to venture a guess?
I mean, obviously, I would. I had I was if I was sure it was going to be Stranger Things, I would have held out for Stranger Things, but um, I couldn't risk that with House of Cards right there. My guess is, I mean, Stranger Things, but
You are correct. It
all
is
right.
Stranger Things. So your rankings end up being House of Cards 1, Stranger
Mhm.
Things 2, The Ozarks 3, The Tiger King 4, and The Witcher 5.
Dude, I'm okay with that. I really am.
Not a bad list.
I
Not
might swap 1 and 2,
bad. If I
but I
could
can.
take one, if you could take one away and add a show, what would you do?
I would pull The Witcher and I would add Black Mirror.
Oh, fuck. Well, yeah, I guess you could put Black Mirror in there. Yeah, you definitely can. Black Mirror's an HBO or an Netflix show, but
Yeah.
some of the other ones that were on, that almost their honorable mention. We had Queen's Gambit was an honorable mention. Wednesday was an honorable mention.
Hmm.
Godless was an honorable mention.
Ooh.
So all those are pretty good. But all right, Bern, that was the blind ranking. So let's keep it moving. We're coming towards the top of time. So before we get out of here, what do you got to say to all the retorts in retort land?
Guys, keep sending us your feedback. We're building off of it. We're using it. We're talking about it. We're cultivating this show. We want to make it the experience that we enjoy, but that you absolutely fucking love. So we appreciate everybody reaching out. Let us know what's going on. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like.
Yeah.
And also, I'm feeling like I'm dropping nuts on the chins of these blind rankings because I thought, Stranger Things was the big one, but I was like, what if he gave me the wire last week? He's going to pull the rug out from under me this week. I can't risk it. I tried to outthinking me, outthinking you, and I outthought myself. But I can live.
If you weren't thinking, then you wouldn't have thought that.
Correct. Great work by you, Maddie. Great work by you.
So, all right. Well, speaking of great work by me, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents The Retorted Show. I'm Matt Lavelle, coming out of the one and only Bern Podcast. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can also on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. Join us on Twitter and TikTok at WorkingPod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe. We'll keep bringing you this amazing, incredible, fantastic content. Thank you so much. We can't do this without you, and we love you. Thanks. See ya!